Hey guys, I need to give you a little bit of a disclaimer for this episode. Holy crap. Because originally the footage you're about to see was going to be added to episode 26. But it turned out that episode 26 is already over an hour long. And I decided, and I know I've mentioned before how I am against doing like part A, part B, so I'm just going to make this episode 27 because this seems like the only appropriate time to do something like that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this episode 27, and just keep in mind the footage that you're about to see. When I was recording it, I was thinking it was going to be part of episode 26. So the way I kind of talk is though I'm still part of a recording that is yet to really happen. Or I talk like I'm part of the episode 26 recording period. So just keep that in mind when you watch, and we'll go from there. All right, take it easy. Enjoy. All right, so after the wither skeleton skull that I got, I wanted to do a test because I know, or at least I'm pretty darn sure that the one I got in that last little bit was from me killing with a looting sword or bow or whatever the wither skeleton. So I set up a little test here in a single player world. This here is constantly clearing my inventory of coal. Show you that. Boom. The one over here is constantly clearing me of bones. So that was the bones. And then, you guessed it, arrows. Gone. Alright, so now I'm also pretty darn sure that mobs do not drop their rare drops, bow and stone sword, unless they're killed by a player. So what I've set up here, because I want to see, I did a small test earlier today with just one of these going, and I was in creative mode, so my inventory was full, and as things were dropping, I just had a, let's put this in here now just to get ready. Here. I'm putting one of these here just so that I can see if the number changes on it. That will be conclusive proof that this thing is, that my Nether Fortress mob system, having that connected to my, oh, you know what? I need to put repeaters here. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. Let's see. How can I make this work easily? I guess I'll just go this way. Alright, so what was I saying? I don't know. The bottom line is that I'm fairly certain. I wonder why putting that repeater there caused that to activate. Dropping down one or however many. One thing I kind of like, well, first of all, let me show you this, so I don't have to do it again. One thing that I kind of like about this new feature is, okay, so I got that bone. I'm going to press this. Now look at my inventory. Gone. So if I get regular, I'm going to press this during the recording and get rid of it. If it's enchanted, I'm going to put it in here. I don't know what the likelihood is of an enchanted item being dropped, but I did see what looked to me at the time. It looked like a gold block was sitting on the ground, but of course I had my creative inventory and it was all full and I couldn't see it by the time I picked it up. I'm assuming what I had seen, and this is kind of a stretch. I was assuming it might have been a helmet. No, I don't know. Being perfectly honest with you, it looked just like a block of iron. And truthfully, now that I think about it, block of gold. What it probably was a skeleton who had just died and fallen on their side. The way that they die and they just fall over. Who had a gold helmet on. That's probably what I had seen. Anyway, so this is just a test. Enough fussing and waiting around. Let's check this out real quick. So if you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you can fill up your hotbar very quickly, and that can make this process very painless. You're good. You're good. This will be my way of proving to you that these are all full, I guess. Full. 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 No, that can't be right. One of these has to be. We're just going to test all of them then. I know for a fact I saw what I saw. Am I crazy? It wasn't up here, was it? Yep, it was. That's really strange. Alright, cool. So we're ready. I'm going to clear my inventory. I am going to give myself one wither skeleton skull so that I know for a fact if anything drops down there, I will have picked it up. And I'm going to try to click this lever as fast as humanly possible. Come on, I need to get a good vantage point. There we go. Perfect. Alright, see, as you see, as I pick up items, they're being removed from my inventory. So this test is going to tell us whether or not I'm going to even see any wither skeleton skulls from a setup like this. And I will probably perform this test, not necessarily on camera, but I'll probably perform this test 3 or 4 times because it's time consuming. And we will find out for darn sure, or at least beyond a reasonable doubt, whether or not wither skeleton skulls can be dropped by merely having... Ooh, it's starting to lag a little bit. By merely having fall damage on these guys. Starting to fall slower, or is that just the lag? Now, let's look away from them. It seems to be a little bit easier on the game. They definitely don't feel like they're falling at the same rate. I don't think it's nearing the end, though. It should be nearly consistent the whole way through. Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure all 3 columns are working. Looks like this top one's not, but due to the lag, it's probably a good thing. Whoa! Whoa! Do you see that? It's probably a good thing for me to just wait it out. Oh my gosh. There's so many coming out at once. Okay. I just need to get back down there. The items are killing the game right now. There's so many down there. I should never have come up here. Alright, I think I made it. Yes. Right. Fall. I gotta get the items cleared from my inventory. I'm trying really hard to walk back into this hole. Come on. Fall. Yes, I think I'm going. Oh my goodness. Nope. Just a little bit to the right. Come on. This is horrifying. I couldn't even tell you if I felt like I was... Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay. Pick up those items and... Oh, perfect. Okay, so still 0 wither skeleton skulls. I mean, yeah, obviously I got 1 in there, but that's the one I put in there. No bows, no swords. I don't... You know, when I had initially looked, the wiki... Oh, am I in fast graphics? Here, we're going to pause it, see if it'll... I am in fast graphics. I'm gonna make this a little bit easier on the game, real quick. All right. That does not seem to have helped much. All right. That should help. Let's press F3 to see what the entity count looks like at any given moment. Whoa! Holy crap! Over 2,000. Okay, I don't feel bad about how poorly my computer's. Oh, that's him dying. Yeah. Okay. So what you just saw. Oops, I hit take a snapshot. So what you just saw just now was the skeleton that had the what is that even called? The chain link helmet on just died, and that's almost guaranteed exactly what I had seen, except with the gold helmet earlier. So, oh my gosh. If I look down, it doesn't really help. Gosh, I can't believe how long this is taking. I mean, I've got 3 of them going, but they should end at approximately the same time. I'm really glad I didn't use MC Edit and just go all the way to the ceiling with that, because that would have surely crashed the game. Come on, pick those up. Alright, I'm going to try not to, but if this continues for a very, very long time, I'm going to cut the video when something happens. Okay guys, so I did not get a single bow, a single sword, or a wither skeleton skull that was more than the one I currently already had. And I'm not sure if I cut before or after this part, but during the recording I was doing, I hit E to see, or I'm sorry, no, I hit F3. E is the inventory. No, I hit F3 to check how many entities there were, and there were over 2,400 of them. And I had a feeling, but I couldn't get up there because I couldn't fly, the lag was too bad, but I had a feeling this was happening. And this is actually not nearly as many of them as you might expect. What ended up happening was, and I'm going to be able to recreate this correctly next time by using glass here. See, because the problem that I had, and you can see there's a guy with a enchanted bow. Oh man, okay, well here, well what I ended up doing is I went into peaceful for just a second, and then I went back to normal to get rid of those guys, and the lag immediately went away. And sure enough, that's exactly what had caused it. So, I'm just going to reset this test, which unfortunately is not as easy as just flicking that switch. But I'm going to reset this test, and then I'm going to run a quick errand. What's going on with this one? Okay, I'm going to reset the test, and then I'm going to run a quick errand, and I will do a second test when I get back. See, there's a perfect example of what I was talking about, actually. You can see how I just slide my finger across the keyboard. Oops, really screwed that up. The only problem is whenever I bring my fingers up to that part of the keyboard, I often notice a disturbing, like, loud noise in the recording whenever I go up there. Like, you can just hear, like, it sounds like a really loud shuffling. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, I understand what's causing it, but I can't believe how loud it is. Anyway, I should be getting a Blue Yeti microphone soon, or at least that's the one I've been thinking about getting. I'm not sold on it. I was going to get the Yeti Pro, but then I kind of realized that there's really no point. It records it has the ability to record at a level, like a higher quality, a quality so high that that YouTube is probably just going to compress it anyway. And it has an output to a special type of recording equipment for like professional musicians, which I'm never ever going to use. So, probably going to stick with just getting a normal. Wait a second. Did I already go 3? Gosh, I'm so lost. I did you, I did you, I did you. We're gonna double check. You're good, you're good, you're good. So it's gotta just be these last couple. Strange. So anyway, if I end up discovering conclusively in this next test, which, you gotta understand, this is, like close to 7,500 skeletons. And I know that a couple of them are not wither skeletons. That's actually why I'm performing this test more than once, so that I can say that around 10,000 wither skeletons have gone through this test, and not a single one of them has dropped a wither skeleton skull. Okay, so in my inventory, nothing. Given what that last test did, I could easily do this, and you know what? In fact, I'm going to try to figure out a way to do this while I'm away. I think I can lock my inventory in here, like so that literally anything they could possibly drop is going to land on me, instead of out there, so that I can for sure grab all the drops, and then I can run my errand, come back and find out if I've got anything in my inventory at all, which I shouldn't, assuming I'm correct in saying that that the only thing that can get me those rare drops, including the wither skeleton skull, is if I kill the mobs myself. And if that becomes the case, I will set up a situation where the mobs from the Nether Fortress are fed into a mob elevator, which will bring them up to a level where I could just have a place where they get dropped, and I could, I could use my looting bone, I guess, and just punch the crap out of them with it, so that they will die and potentially produce wither skeleton skulls. It'll also give me a lot more coal, and unfortunately, I dread to think about it, a lot more bows and a lot more arrows, and a lot more bones. So many bones. But we will see. It's definitely worth it for the wither skeleton skulls, because, in my opinion, the most frustrating part of getting a beacon is not fighting the wither, it's collecting the skulls. And it would be really nice to have an enormous collection of wither skeleton skulls. So we're just going to finish this up. And I will run an errand while this is going. I'm not going to record it, because by the time I got back, the file size would be so big my computer would probably have crashed already. But I will do another test when I get back, and that will prove, at least to me, that there's no chance that my farm will ever produce one without me having to actually, okay, I'm gonna have to go out there, without me actually having to, kill the thing. So there you go, all three of these are running, and we're just gonna wait down here. You can see the items going in. I'm going to put this in the trash, and I'm gonna cut it, and I'll see you guys when I get back to my errand. Hey guys, I got one more thing I gotta show you before we move on, because I thought I got into a recording, but it ended up not. When I started editing, I realized it was not opportune to show it the way I did. So I'm going to just repeat. You might remember when I was refilling these that it looked something like this, where there's just a ton of these guys in here. By the way, another way you can refill dispensers is middle mouse clicking on the item to duplicate it. Oops. And it also, when you middle mouse click on it, it gives you 64. So that can be an easy way to do it as well. But I just like, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 button thing. And the reason that these guys look like they were still full when I was refilling them and these ones are empty is because this redstone right here was missing. So once I fixed that, I did fix that before the next test. And then up here, I had fixed this as well. So, because originally it was like this in the recording, as you saw. And clearly that's not going to work. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't actually fix that, though, until just, just recently. because it, oh, let me show you. Because having these guys on and having these guys flickering on and off was creating a type of block update detector where these guys were being powered, and then diagonally, I guess, I don't know, something was going on and it was working just as fine, so I didn't really worry about it. And that's about it. So I will let you guys continue on with the episode, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, I'm back from my errand. I ran the test 2 more times. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to be relatively sure that I was correct in thinking that mobs would not drop rare drops if they died from any means rather than player killing them. So the way that blazes won't give you blaze rods unless unless you kill them yourself. Iron golems can't drop them, and whatever, you can't get them from killing with water. Hold on, I'm going to bring the mic closer to me. Hopefully it'll help you hear me a little better. I think that's better. Anyway, so I did that test and I didn't get a single rare drop. I got nothing, absolutely nothing from it. I was really shocked, honestly, because I thought that maybe one, maybe not a wither skeleton skull, but I thought maybe a bow or something, but not even a stone sword, and I think, I don't know, and all the time I've had the gold farm, I haven't gotten a single bow, I haven't gotten a single stone sword, I haven't gotten a single gold sword. By the way, this is new. That's my symbol. This is, I think, the first time I put it into this map. This is the new kill chamber. I'm going to redirect the wither skeleton farm to have it drop wither skeletons, and occasionally zombie pigmen will land right here. I'm going to try to kill the skeletons with lava, the non-wither skeletons, so that when they stack here, it is easier for me. Well, because the regular skeletons can shoot arrows and whatnot at me, so I don't want to. I don't want to just be running by here and getting shot at, So, and also it'll cut down on the amount of bones and crap that I'm getting. So, hopefully this will, in fact, kind of, if you think about it, and I guess it really doesn't matter because I got infinity bows most of the time, but potentially this could solve my issue. I was going to say it could solve my issue with bones, but if this is efficient enough, I'm still going to get a lot of bones from the wither skeletons, as well as coal, which is great. I love having a surplus of coal, even though I don't really use it all that much. I kind of wish there were more things you could craft with coal, other than torches and using it in a furnace, Anyway, so let me think. Yeah, so this is new. That's new. Dog teleported through here. Oh, what? Did I? Yeah, I broke those blocks up there. I was going to say. I had just done some recording that I restarted because I thought it could have been better. And then I realized that, holy crap, I had specifically recorded myself getting to level 34 and repairing this pick, and I didn't show it. Shortly after getting my sword back, when I was setting this up, I accidentally threw it into lava, and it was gone. Luckily for me, I actually made 2 or 3 of these swords when the exploit was there to be had on 12W49A. I believe that was 49. So I had an extra, but I wanted to keep them for a while. So unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful now. I don't want to ever have another incident like I had with the what do you call them, the zombie pigmen and whatnot with the water and the gold farm. I don't ever want to have to do that again. Although I did get a wither skeleton skull out of it, which honestly I would easily trade for the sword again. But anyway, so now I got 2 wither skeleton skulls, 3 technically in this recording. If you can, well, during the time of this recording, which I don't recall exactly how much has changed here. Oh, I believe this is new. I don't think you guys have seen this yet. I don't remember how much has been visible to you, but oftentimes when I would come in here, even though I did a pretty good job of like half slabbing everything and making it so nothing could spawn, there would still be quite a lot of zombie pigmen just kind of roaming around. And that's because they were spawning on top of these upside down half slabs, as well as a couple areas that had not been slabbed up yet. You'd often see them like in here while I would run by. So I took care of that by putting these guys here, and it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do on top. I need to figure something out. Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet, but you know, we'll see. And then over here, I'm planning. I don't really know what I'm planning yet, but I was gonna put a room that kind of goes this way. Maybe, yeah, like I thought it would be cool if you could see in here. Like this nether rack would be all mined out, and you could kind of see through. And I don't know, maybe a villager sort of trading post in here might be a good idea. It would protect them a little bit more because of the sheer... Actually, you know what? I suppose using that method up there, I could lock villagers in such a way where they could be there. I could right-click on them, but zombie pigmen couldn't spawn in the same cell as them. I could also have them standing on repeaters, but that would look ugly. Oh no, half slabs, obviously. What am I thinking? Easily. I just have them sitting on half slabs. Alright, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Anyway, oh, there we go. So yeah, it is nice to get coal this way, but, you know, in reality, I'd rather be getting skulls, because beacons are things I really like having, and getting the skulls is the difficult part. It's not fighting the wither, it's not any of that crap. It's no longer getting the gold, which, you know, I mean, I know I can use diamonds, emeralds, iron blocks, but I have decided I want to use my gold farms. And because this gold farm is so darn effective, you know, it's not really a problem anymore. I mean, it does take a while. It takes 81 gold nuggets to get 1 gold block. And it takes more than a stack of gold blocks, so, you know, it takes a lot. So what I've been doing is, you know, I've been collecting the gold nuggets, and I have been playing way too much today. I think I've repaired my pick twice just today. Let's see, where is it going? No. So here's what I'm doing over here. I'm just dumping it in here, and then when you get a full 64 all the way down here, and you try to put it in, but you can't because it's all filled up with nuggets, you just take all the nuggets out, you go over here. By the way, I've got an enchanting table hidden behind here. Check this out. Just so you guys know, this is more for the people on the server. This is the direction the block would be placed when it's here. See? The hitbox actually remains the same, even though graphically it looks like that. So if I go up there, I can right-click right here and access the crafting bench. You could do the same thing with chests, or basically anything you'd like to be able to access from behind a wall like this. Alamantis. I'm sure you'll love that. Anyway, you take the 9, because, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots right here. So you got full 64 in each one. You just cram them back into your inventory. You head over here. You get 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. And then you just take 64. Sorry. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 64 9 times. That's what I meant by that. Then you just take the 64 gold ingots, put them back in your inventory, head over here and toss them up, and they just pop right into this. It's been pretty nice. You know, it's been pretty easy. Anyway, and this actually right here is pretty cool because I get a lot of gunpowder from gas, but occasionally, and I'm going to hop in and use my new texture pack I made. Oh, what am I doing? Open texture pack folder. Alright, so I made my own X-ray texture pack. There's the portal from the overworld mob system. So mobs will sometimes, like when I spend a lot of time in the overworld and then come through here, the mobs will be here and they will come down here and go around and end up coming through here. And you know, oh man, I'm having shoot. I'm just thinking I might have had a much cooler looking way to do this. I might have to move literally everything over a couple blocks. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to imagine how this would look. Well, hold on, you guys. First of all, you can see it's right there, the crafting bench. But hold on, let me go back to the other. All right, so here's my thoughts. Imagine similar to, I suppose, this room over here. How it kind of goes this way. What if facing here, over here, I had maybe another mob elevator at the bottom for, I'm sorry, mob elevator, item elevator for overworld mobs. And then over here, where this one would be, I would have it go into the wall and go this way, and then I would have the much more condensed, compact version of the rail system I've got here. And then that way this 5, wait, no, this is way more than 5. Let's see, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. This 8 long walkway won't have to go all the way to the Nether hub. I don't think I'm going to change it. It's probably fine. Although, man, it would definitely make preventing zombie pigmen from spawning a lot easier to... well, I'll think about it. It would be so much work. I would almost certainly need to use MC Edit to do everything right. And I'm not against using MC Edit for a task like that, but it's just like, it's an awful huge task for something that in the end might end up being, I don't know, less than necessary. And you know what? Honestly, I don't know. Because, see, the only issue is that technically I'd have to move the Nether hub. Wait a second. Oh, no. I was trying to say no one would get screwed in this. It would just get slightly farther away from Alamantis and slightly closer to Arstong, but then again, it off-centers T. Calhoun's pathway. I don't know. We're gonna leave it like this for now. Just kind of brainstorming. Maybe in the future we'll move everything over a little bit. if I were to move like my whole system, like basically the whole Nether, if I was to just shift it a little bit, it could greatly improve the way that this portal operates. Because as it is now, it's not fantastic. The way that this, I mean, that portal works, this portal works miraculously. I don't even know how. This portal works and this portal works. And the portal down there works going both ways. However, this portal here is the reason I had to move that other mob system to where it currently is. And I liked where it was in the first place. The overworld mob system, the mob tower. I like, get out of here. I like seeing it over there. I don't really care for it over there. I don't like it. I do not. But I could not get a... What is causing that light? I don't remember putting a torch up there. Has it always been like that? Seriously, what is causing that? Anyway, I couldn't get a nether portal to link up properly from there. That is strange. That would be an amazing prank if somebody did that. I'm sure that's not the case. I must have done it, but too bad I don't have Optifine. That looks like there's a torch up. You jerk. I was just thinking on my way over there. I was like, oh, I better watch out for creepers because I didn't decide to go sleep. If I had a way up, like an easy way up, I'd go check it out, but I don't. It looks like something blew up there. If you can, it's really hard to see, and you know what? We're gonna wait till. Let's go look at it during the daytime. Thank you, creeper. Gosh, that really freaked me out. Let's get that XP. Sometimes, you know, because at the moment especially, I am playing this game way more than anybody should. It's, you know, between Christmas and New Year's, and basically everybody, I'm the only one who's been playing on the server at all. You know, that's okay, but God, I've been playing so much because I don't have work at the moment. And I'm getting into these habits of just kind of like, I don't know, I'm sort of going through the motions. You know, nothing really means anything in the game at the moment. I'm just kind of playing around and playing for the sake of, you know, I don't have anything else better to do. So, I don't know. You've seen the extent that I've completed my my nether base. Alright, I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to cause some of the mobs to fall down here. And all it takes really is me just being over here for a brief second. And honestly, me even being over there, there's a chance that they'll spawn in here and it'll happen. You know, it's never not a possibility. Because I'm close enough to it when I'm standing over there that there are chances that it'll spawn over here. The chances are pretty slim due to the fact that, you know, this place isn't lit up all the way, which is something I still need to do, but I don't know. I like leaving it a little bit dark. You know, I don't like the way torches look all the time. And you know, I don't know. It's just not an easy task lighting up a place and making it look nice during day and night and all that. God, I can't believe he's still in there. I'm tempted to kill him, just put him out of his misery. I'm gonna go check and see if that dog that's in the nether is the one that used to be over here. I assume it is. Yeah, it looks like it. By the way, if you guys were wondering, a little sneak peek. I'm not going to go down. But you guys remember this area, right? With the clay? Well, down there is a setup I've started, which I'm going to change. If you saw the rails, you'll know that that was my original way of doing things, but I have a new way because of Panda being such a genius has shown off a really awesome way to trigger a randomizer for firework dispensers. So I'm going to be shooting my fireworks over there during the New Year's episode. And I wanted to show you guys something I forgot to. I didn't realize until later. You guys remember the Alamantis prank where he put villager shrine to the great Alamantis, all hail, over here. I took out a torch I had over here to make this stand out more from over there. I really got to figure out what I'm going to put over here, to be honest with you. Maybe I should put a big storeroom, a storeroom tower over here. That might be a good idea. So that even if I'm not going to really extend my base, I've got like a quick teleporter to this area. That might be a really cool idea. We'll consider that. What I really need to do for sure is put a beacon over here, so that I can jump higher and move faster. Because it's like when you have a beacon, it is you're spoiled. You're just absolutely spoiled when you go to an area that doesn't have beacon effects on you. You're just like, you feel it, like it's torture. So let's see. Oh, starting. I hope my villager's still alive. So it says here, home of the priest of the great Alamantis. And then there's a gold block in here. I'm curious if he probably just had an extra gold block. Yeah. I was wondering if potentially there was going to be like a stair or a ladder here. I'm kind of glad, that he didn't do something like that, because I mean, I know he'd do it in the best interest, but kind of our agreement on the server is that you don't mine or do anything when you're at somebody else's base. You really you build up but don't subtract. So like if he were to mine down there, I'd expect all that dirt in a chest, Anyway, I don't know where my villager went. Last I saw him, when I came over here earlier today, he was... Oh, there he is, yeah. Dude, you're gonna get lost. Oh, my goodness. Naturally spawning pumpkins. Nice. This is a good view. If I did, some glowing trees like Etho, that might be a nice look. So anyway, yeah, I was saying, if I were to put a... a small tower here... Ooh, what about... Hold on. I'd have to go over there and look, but I could probably do a cool castle. Definitely a castle would go good here. A nice up on the hill castle that goes up into the clouds, possibly. I don't know, that doesn't look so good. I'm actually a little bit disturbed at how little you can see through the clouds in this game sometimes. It feels like you should be able to see through them. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the tallest tower might touch the clouds, and then the rest of them are kind of around. You know what? We're gonna watch some of BOO's newest season of Building with BOO. Let's see what we can get inspired from his castles, and then we will decide. Okay, guys. Well, this has been a very strange episode. The recording period has gone on for too long. Like the time between recordings and stuff. I'm sure there's probably a lot of stuff that I started talking about in a recording that I ended up not coming back to and stuff, and I will just bring that up in the next episode. For the sake of my recordings being consistent and actually coming out on time or whatever, not that there's really a schedule, but just for the sake of getting recordings done and being able to continue it, I'm going to end this recording here. So that once I'm done editing it together and then watching it and figuring out what I had meant to say or whatever, we can start another recording and just move on to episode 27. Not to mention, I need to be prepared to do the New Year's episode. Come get me. We're gonna kill that guy. You hear me? So actually, one more thing. I've been kind of thinking about what I'm gonna do when the Nether ore is added to the game. If you haven't seen it, Dinnerbone had tweeted a new redstone device. At the moment, it looks an awful lot like a repeater. I really hope that they do something to make it look very different. Because repeaters look cool and stuff. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, false alarm. The repeaters look cool and everything, but like, I don't know. I really hope that they do something different with it, so that it looks distinguished enough that you wouldn't, from a distance, be able to mistake it as a repeater. You know, I'm going to tweet him about that, actually. Ooh. Okay, well, I had intended, kind of the point of me doing this. By the way, when I don't pick these up, it's something to do with the glitch right now. I'm sure it'll get fixed in the future. I've been talking, or I've talked to Dinnerbone and Jeb about the idea of a new enchantment called Vacuum, or I don't care what they call it, just something that would function like a vacuum, so that, let's say I've got a chest plate, and it has a vacuum enchantment on it, then these items, like, here's a way to explain it. Okay, so right now I am two blocks basically away from it. Basically, when I'm maybe 1.5 blocks away, the item hops into my inventory. So the vacuum enchantment would work in a way where, oh, you know what? I don't think I talked about this yet. So there's command blocks in here. You press this button now, and this goes for everybody on the server, and it will clear your inventory of rotten flesh, seeds, stone swords, and gold swords. So Elementus, you don't have to light a fire in here anymore. You can just click this button every time rotten flesh hops in your inventory, and that'll take care of that. Anyway, so alright, so where was I? Oh my gosh, more gold way over here. Oh yeah. I had intended. Did I see? Thought I saw the wrong pigman. I had intended to hop into the Nether again, but with my what do you call it? X-ray texture pack. Man, I must be really tired right now. With my X-ray texture pack on, so that I could show you the mobs, you know, going down here, and then ending up having their drops, which in this case was the creepers, gunpowder, in the item elevator. Which, honestly, I don't know. It's kind of annoying that I'm getting so much more rotten flesh from the zombies, but I don't know, we're going to live with it. Anyway, so, if you guys, anybody on the server, by the way, I made some adjustments to the Nether Hub, but if anybody's got some ideas for how I could work and expand this place, let me know. I'd love to hear them. Oh, you know what? I got so much to show. I've been playing way too much today. It's hard for me to remember what I've talked about and what I've shown. One of the things I know I talked about, because I do this sort of on-the-spot brainstorming when I'm recording at times, and I had talked about this, about putting something like this in. So it's basically like a New York style subway. By the way, when I mentioned that the only subway I'd been on, I think, was in France, in Paris, There's actually a story to go with that I meant to bring up that I somehow forgot to bring this up. When I was in Paris, when I was very young well, not very young, but I was pretty young, and I was there with my mom and my best friend and my brother, and we got off on like the wrong train, and we had no idea where we were, and I recognized the subway system, and my mom was asking people like where we were, and I'm like, Mom, we are like right underneath the Arc de Triomphe. And she's like, how on earth do you know that? And I'm like, because I've been playing Onimusha 3, which for those of you who don't know is a fantastic game franchise from Capcom that you should definitely try playing. I had been playing Onimusha 3, and the I recognized a portion of the subway, believe it or not, from the video game because they had recreated it in a way that was recognizable. Um, actually, a couple, or actually, in T. Calhoun's video when he pranked me, I think he was talking about the amount of beds I had at my base. He had said that I was fastidious in my placement of beds, and that really cracked me up because fastidious is a term. This is actually all that's new, by the way. Fastidious is a term that in Alamantis, here is a bunch of rails. You know, obviously, give me back what you don't use, so I can store it for another project if I get one. But fastidious is a term that I feel, or at least in that I've heard, has been almost exclusively used to describe serial killers. Anyway, so I am going to cut down this birch tree, and I'm going to say goodbye. And alright guys, so I will see you next time. Alright guys, so I have one more thing to say before we go. Well, actually, real quick, let me just take care of this, so I don't have to say it in the next episode. So there's a button here. It doesn't do anything yet, but it's going to activate my fireworks eventually, and I just want to show you how cool this kind of is right behind here. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try this again. So right behind here is a Cave of Wonders. So redstone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fill this in a little bit. But it might also be where I'm hearing some of those zombie noises, so I'm gonna take care of that. And I know I've said this probably easily 100 times, but I think I finally know what the beacon effect, I finally know what the flicker effect is being caused from. Oops. I think it's being caused by beacons. Because, as you saw in this episode, if you're really paying attention, when I was in my single-player world, in the Nether, when there wasn't any beacons, there was no flickering happening at all. And again, I don't see the flickering except in the recording, so I'm probably giving off flickering now, and here's the reason why I think the beacons are causing it. Because the little particles that I see in front of my face when I'm playing around a beacon, there you go. As you can see, it goes through the portal, like it makes the portal not able to be seen, and I think it does the same thing to water. Come on. Come on. Alright, I'll have to watch it. Oh, yeah, it did. It did right there. I just saw it. So, chances are... There we go. Let me try to switch the particles to minimal. And I don't know exactly what that does, if it'll actually take off the beacon effect particles. I'm not really sure. Oh, no, or maybe I did. I don't know if I saw them or not. Could have just been me going through this portal. Yeah, I think it was that portal. Anyway, so there's a good chance that has been what's causing it. And, oh god. So you can't sneak while on top of a chest or on top of a bed. Anyway. Alright guys, well, I will see you in episode 28, which is probably going to end up being the New Year's episode, where we launch our fireworks and stuff. So, anyway, take it easy, and I will see you then. Have a good one.